Alright, all you classic and new game lovers out there, welcome back to MusicVillage. And before we go any further, folks, this next part of the show is brought to you by Elroy's Game Store. For those who want more bang for their buck and more games for good luck, go to none other than the video gaming boy known as Elroy. Elroy's Gaming Store on Market and 45th Street in Walla Walla, Washington. And with that makeshift gaming ad out of the way, folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and check out a couple of cool games trying to make their way to the main stage for this Friday afternoon/night for another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the developers Forever Entertainment SA with their game, We Are the Plague. And this game automatically reminds me of Diablo, one of the earlier installments of Diablo with a little hint of the earlier installments of Fallout in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides swords and other cool weapons that they have along the lines of halberds, and I do believe a Morning Star as well, they also give you the power of magic to go along with everything else. And according to the maestro, there's a high possibility that it might be in there, but don't keep my hopes up. Right? And the next game that we have up comes from the developers Glass Bubble Software with their game Shuriken and Aliens. What? And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Ninja Gaiden with a little hint of Assassin's Creed in there as well, and a little splash in there of Men in Black, the actual game they came out with for Flash sites a couple of months ago, actually a couple of years ago to be precise. And here's hoping in the near future, just like in that Flash game, you get alien technology from the aliens you defeat. Or the chance of actually using the alien technology that you have to upgrade your ninja swords and katanas and shurikens into cool looking alien type weapons to take out your foes. Cause I got a feeling by the look of a couple of these aliens, it's gonna be real hard to take them out with, you know, Damascus steel. So you're gonna need something a little bit tougher than that. And besides me remembering a steel type for a sword, folks, the next game that we have up comes from the developers Sight Productions, nice developer studio by the way, with their game Investigation Forces Operation Zero. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only MTV Fear, but a little hint of Ghost Hunters in there as well. Or was it Ghost Detectives? I think it was Ghost Hunters. Was it Ghost Hunters, Maestro? It was Ghost Hunters. Right, I was right. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, depending on how many ghosts you find, you get a chance to actually upgrade your equipment to further find the unknown that's lurking in this warehouse slash office building slash secret laboratory that I got a feeling is all in one building, and a secret keycard code that you have to get to the point with the ghost in it. Yeah, that makes sense. And the next game that we have up, besides trying to find ghosts in a mysterious laboratory, comes from the developers Homework Studios with their game El Culto. Or El Culto? Either way, it's the cult in English, and this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only the Michael Jackson game for the NES, but also a little hint of Resident Evil Code Veronica in there as well. Mostly because one of the rooms in one of the pictures was covered completely in blood, so here's hoping in the near future for this game, they give you something to defend yourself with for whatever shanghaied that creature or person in that room. And since the leg that I see on the ground is human, yeah, whatever shanghaied that person in that room. Ugh. Yeah, you're gonna need a gun for that, and a big one. And speaking of big guns, folks, the last but not least game that we have up for this week comes from the developers, Oriole Studios, with their game, Spooky Nite 2. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Banjo-Kazooie with a little hint of Grabbed by the Ghoulies in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future, seeing the fact that you get this cool looking ray gun that I got a feeling Dexter might have invented in his laboratory, and even a cool wand to take out creatures as well. They also give you an ability to have a gun that can control the weather to actually take away the creatures too. Now, I don't know why, but I got a feeling this game probably does have a weather controlling device gun involved with it. And if I can't get that, a gun that can shoot nets. Yes, Maestro, a net gun, but for ghosts. You know, like the one they had for Danny Phantom. And if you guys want to check out any other cool games trying to make their way to the main stage, be it by the cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the steam.storepowered page, only known as store.steampowered.com, and just head on over to that Indy button and click ever so lightly on that upcoming page to check out a couple of these future games that are instant classics in the making. And not to mention games that we put a little tiny sticker on the corner of saying MusicVillage approved, with us doing a big old thumbs up, coming out of an arcade machine. You know, if it actually existed. We're still working on it. Brainstorming. Well, besides that, folks, I think it's time for us to still go back into those classic musical tunes. And when we return, we'll be back with the returning edition of another DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't tune in to the Do My Network just yet, folks, and stay tuned.